2K Sports and the PGA Tour, proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and out on the course following our feature group is the delightful Henny Koyak. Hello, Henny.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more exciting golf as these two battle it out.
Rich, how do you see this one playing out?
When they last played, Xander had the edge, so I expect someone has something extra to prove out there this week.
Yes, well, I don't want to cop any flack for this one, but Xander's going to kill you softly all around the course. That's tidy. But take us through the approach shot. It's not easy to run the ball onto the green.
It's not. Your approach shot has to come in high and soft with a lot of spin, as there's just not much depth to this green. Not much movement either, fairly flat, although there is a ridge that bisects this green in two. You want to make sure that you're on the correct side of that ridge to have a good opportunity to make the putt.
Always nice to have a birdie putt. Oh, what a super shot.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
And that finds him in a share of second. The second hole is a long par 3, old typical Redan style at 230 yards.
Yes, the green runs from right to left and chases away from the player on the tee. You can hit it short right and have it bounce on to the flag sticks that are on the right. However, when they're in the back left, you don't want to come up short and left in a low area. That'll leave a very difficult up and down.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. That approach didn't seem to fit their eye.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Oh. Don't give him praise, just look with admiration. That's serious talent. And he needs this to save par. Ooh, right by the hole. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
It's got a chance. And that's for a bogey. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
If my eyes didn't see it, I wouldn't have believed it.
Oh, this one out of a smelly spot on the golf course, but no bother for this player.
Rich, the first exposure to the famous lake here at Arnold Palmer's Bay Hill Club and Lodge is the third.
There's a lot of intimidating tee shots on this golf course, Luke. This could be number one. Water down the left-hand side you obviously want no part of, but if you miss it right in the rough, that is very gnarly and nasty to come out of. The green works away from the player, moving from right to left. The miss is out to the right, but watch out. It's awfully quick coming down that green. Don't chip it or putt it in the water.
That's right out of the copybooks. Exquisite.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And he finds himself in a tie for third. The first of the par fives, Rich, the fourth hole.
Yes, Luke, you got out of bounds on the right-hand side that shouldn't come into play for the players, but those bunkers down the left-hand side certainly will. If you get a good tee shot away and you find the fairway, the second shot uphill to this par 5, you can reach, but still lots of trouble lurking around this green.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Rich, I love being back at Bay Hill every time because you get to honour the absolute legend of our game, the king, Arnold Palmer. There's just an air of something extra special this week, isn't there?
When you step on the property here at Bay Hill, you know you're in the presence of something special. Arnold Palmer's legacy was really built here, wasn't it? Granted, he absolutely brought everything he had to the PGA Tour, but when you come to Bay Hill and you have all the monuments, especially the statue right there to the right behind number 1 and number 10 tee boxes, you just get a chill down your spine like, man, this is some kind of awesome place. I cannot wait to tee it up here. And saying that, Mr. Palmer did not leave a golf course. That's very easy for these players. But listen, they come back here every year knowing that they need and they want to honor the gentleman who helped form the legacy of the PGA Tour, and that's why they're out here playing for all the money.
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. The 5th at Bay Hill is the shortest par 4 on the front 9, measuring just under 400 yards, Ridge. Placement off the tee, critical here.
It is. It plays straight downhill the entire way, so most players not taking driver out and challenging those bunkers. Lay up short of those, and you'll have a short shot to a green that once again chases away from you at the back end of it.
That's nicely done. Well, with a pocket full of FedEx Cup points over the last half a dozen starts or so, this player certainly has been delivering consistent results and pushing for wins or winning, Rich. Do you expect that to continue here this week?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Quality shot, that one. Trying to get to 3 under par with this putt. Oh, so close. No, that's too bad. Putting for a par now. In she goes. Let's head to the next. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks right now. Now we head to the famous par 5 6th, Rich. A lot of players are thinking birdie, maybe even eagle.
Out to the right, most definitely the widest part of the fairway, just left of the left-hand bunker out there. We'll leave a layup out to the right, and then you just have a short pitch on from there. This is a really solid birdie opportunity.
He hit that pretty loose. Yep, that's a water ball. A couple under at this stage. Currently tied atop the leaderboard. Oh, well struck. This drive's heading for the fairway in my eyes. Already with a couple of wins under their belt. Time for the 5th shot. He's currently tied for the lead. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, 5-footer. It's amazing how tour pros hold these.
try and keep that scorecard a little less dirty. This is for bogey.
Well holed. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's have a look at the 7th hole, a par 3.
Finally, you have a green that pitches back towards you ever so slightly, Luke, but still coming into it with a good 6-5 iron from 195 yards. It's still a difficult task to get it close.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
One of the rare misses for this player today, Luke. They've been hitting a lot of greens today.
Whew. Yeah, golf clap, really good. And this putt coming up for his par. And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next. The par 4 8th, Rich, challenging tee shot and approach.
Love this tee shot here, Luke. The fairway camber is pretty good from right to left, kicking the golf ball towards that bunker. So make sure to take one less club off this tee. From there, you make sure that you take enough club for your second shot to carry the front edge. If not, that golf ball will come falling back off the green into the drink.
That's some good golf right there. Rich, considering everything that's been said about the great Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, it almost seems superfluous to add anything more to it. But what that man has meant to the game and again, to people like yourself who have gone on to win major championships as well.
Yeah, I would think what Tiger has brought to the game is just he changed the perception of the game as it being kind of an old man sport, and all of a sudden he's out there winning and fist pumping and getting the crowds fired up and everybody into the game. It just kind of changed the entire complexion of it. No longer do you have these old guys that are dressed poorly with big beer bellies, and all of a sudden, you know, you got guys that are young and wearing these tight-fitting clothes, going into the gym and treating it more like a business instead of just a sport. He really changed the entire dynamic of the game, the landscape of what it takes to become a great player. And, you know, everybody else was just kind of sitting there in awe going, well, how does he do this? Well, it's almost like he had a plan, a master plan to go out there and listen, I'm going to dominate by being physically better, mentally better, and I'm just going to steamroll these guys. And when he first started doing that, everybody's kind of looking back going, okay, he's taking this seriously. Maybe I need to start taking it seriously too, right? So it's just one of those things that came along that nobody knew what to really expect of him. But he told us right away, listen, I expect to win every single week out there, and sure enough, that's what he did.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Yeah, a quality shot from him. He'll be pleased. And a chance to move into a tie for second here. If it's up, it could be in. A bit long on that one. Just 3 feet to the cup. Oh, Rich, is there anything more disappointing setting up what you'd think is a makeable birdie putt, but unfortunately not able to convert?
Opportunity lost, and one they needed to take advantage of, sitting just 2 back of the lead.
Sitting at 2 under par, currently tied for third. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Getting ready to play their third. He's 2 shots back. And it goes in. Great shot. And that will take him to 3 under. And it's worth taking another look at that one.
Yeah, this was a gift. Wasn't expecting this.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 5th place.
And that shot goes in. That'll be a birdie.
Wow, what can you say? Holing it out from the fairway. Every player loves that feeling. What a shot indeed.
The par 4 11th resembles the par 4 third, doesn't it? The big lake on the left-hand side.
It does. It just has a little more landing room here on the left-hand side, however. But if you lay back, be prepared to go in with a long iron. If you take the driver out and successful, you now turn this challenging hole into almost a birdie opportunity.
Sitting at 3 under par, tied for second place. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one is right down the pipe. A wonderful shot, a chance for birdie here on the 11th. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently in 4th place.
Oh, look at this, right down the throat. That's inside the range. Oh, and up he goes, marching to the top of the leaderboard. And this putt to move into a tie for first place. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Currently 4 under for the round.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
And the 12th hole, Rich, similar to the 4th hole. Arnold Palmer is really starting to mimic front and back nines.
He does. It's kind of the same thing. Out of bounds out to the right. You got to avoid both those bunkers there, both right and left. You find the fairway. Again, second shot slightly uphill to a green that sits above you. One of the big dangers here, though, is going long. That is a big no-no to miss it long on this 12th.
And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's currently tied for the lead. You're kidding me. Did he hold that? And that will take him to 6 under. And let's have another look at that one.
Oh yeah, look at those hands. What a chip shot.
And still in top spot after that hole. Keep it going. Number 13, not a long hole by anyone's stretch, but the pond in front of the green really plays havoc.
It does, more so than it should. It's just a long iron or a hybrid off the tee. Find the fairway down the right-hand side, open up the angle for your second shot, and it's obvious you just don't want to miss your second shot right. So bail out to the left-hand side, make a par. Pretty simple.
Good shot there, Beamer. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's sitting there just in 3rd place.
Ow! Second shot here on the 13th. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot. Sitting at 6 under for the day, currently in the lead. Ooh, that was bang on target. He has this putt to save his par. In she goes. Let's head to the next. Now leading by 1 shot. And another of the uphill par 3s, the 14th, Rich.
This is such a difficult hole because this tee shot lines you up over on the left-hand side where you'll find those bunkers. But if you bail out to the right, well, now you're running into a low area that you have a pretty difficult chip shot to a green that historically is the firmest and fastest on this golf course.
That's a pretty handy shot. That's not what they were looking for.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
And from the bunker here. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Bogey putt coming up here. Good looking putt. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
Let's head over to Xander Schauffele. Ah, what a shot from the bunker. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. As we get into the closing stretch here at Bay Hill, the 15th, the par 4.
Strong par 4, dog legs from left to right. Don't miss it out to the right in that bunker. Not only are you hitting your second shot out of the trap, but also you've got some magnolia trees to deal with. This is a very difficult fairway to find because that fairway does chase away from you just over that bunker. This is a very strong par 4.
Lovely effort that. Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Just 1 stroke off the lead. Going with the 6-iron here. Woo, back there, horsey. Sitting at 5 under for the day. In second place. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And just about 8 feet left to the hole.
Got to try and save the par here.
Okay, steady now. Well, they're never nice, but that's the wrong time to go back-to-back with bogeys.
Inching their way closer to the top of that leaderboard. Can't afford any mistakes from here on in.
He's currently just in second place. Well, one of the great parts of the finish here of Bay Hill's Club and Lodge, Rich, is the fluctuations in scoring, and it all starts here at the par 5 16th.
Luke, you got to take advantage of this par 5. It's just over 500 yards. Find the fairway. Don't flirt with either of those bunkers out there. Second shot should be with a middle to long iron to a green that's surrounded by water on the left and bunkers on the right. But still, it's a great opportunity to make 4 or better.
From around 180 yards out. Just 1 stroke back in this tournament. Opting for the 6-iron. Rich, that was a great time to pull off a play like that.
I love the aggressive play, especially with being 1 shot back. This sets up an eagle opportunity.
Oh my, how about that for a par?
And now this is why you can never get comfortable, even if you're leading a PGA Tour pro. This is what they do. They mean business.
Putting for eagle here.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, he's up, Tiger. This putt really needs to drop for him.
Always rooting for this player, Luke. I hope this one goes.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today, and that will take him to 5 under. He finds himself in a share of the lead.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
The par 3 17th, Rich, has got a wonderful atmosphere around it. Looks visually quite stunning, but my word, it's a brute.
This hole causes more stress for the players, I think, than any other hole on the golf course, with possibly the exception of number 3. This green is nearly impossible to find, as it is so firm historically through the years. You find the green, you make your 3, and you're smiling earlobe to earlobe.
He seems to have all the wind in his sails and maximum confidence out today against Xander Schauffele. I think Xander didn't really know what he was getting himself in for after that shot.
And with that putt hold, it's back-to-back birdies. And that will move him to 6 under par. And after that hole, he's no longer sharing top spot. He's at the summit all alone. Rich, as we head to the finishing hole here at Bay Hill, a famous finishing hole, so much drama over the years, predominantly by the great Tiger Woods. But most of the drama starts off the tee.
It does. This is actually a semi-blind tee shot. There's a mound down the right-hand side of the fairway where you can't see the golf balls land, so players won't know whether they found the fairway or missed it right, or even out on the left-hand side. Most iconic moments in all of golf, in my mind's eye, Robert Gomez holding his second shot here back in 1990 to claim the title.
Going with the 7. Oh, what a shot by our leader. This is always a good moment. A putt to win the tournament. You always like that on long putts, when you just have to go ahead and tap it in stress-free. Oh, size them up for the red cardigan that Arnold Palmer made famous. You are the Arnold Palmer Invitational Champion. Congratulations.
And what a week it was. A fantastic victory, sensational victory on arguably one of the tour's hardest golf courses. Way to go. Great win.
And I got to give props to my boy in the booth, Rich Beam. I think you picked this one at the start of the week, didn't you?
Luke, it wasn't a difficult pick, let's be honest. This player has been consistent all season long. Getting the victory, no surprise whatsoever. Really good stuff.
On behalf of Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, I'm Luke Elvey. Thanks for joining us. See you next time.